Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Kodash. Alright. Double honors once again in the process of the elders of Great Millstone. Alright, who through the Spirit taught us his truth. Alright, and continue to do so with great humility. Alright, this is Naaman of the DC camp. And this story is from rawstory.com. Alright. And for all of you, I don't know where you've been if you don't know this, but the Republicans put on a big show after the election, alright? Sent out an army of lawyers to various states to contest the turnout, alright? Made a big stink about it. And this just shows, once again, the hypocrites that they are. This says Florida attorney busted for voter fraud in Georgia and for encouraging other Republicans to join. Alright, and this came out today, December 3rd. It says Florida attorney, this is devil right here, was caught on tape outlining his plan to vote illegally in Georgia's runoff elections, encouraging fellow Republicans to do the same. Attorney Bill Price was recorded on a since-deleted Facebook Live video describing his plan to commit voter fraud to the Bay County Republican Party members on November 7th, about a half hour after the presidential election was called for Joe Biden. So let's hear this devil. Alright, we'll skip to the chase. Here we go. January 5th.
In Georgia, we will become Venezuela. We will make Venezuela look like a shining star on a hill. It's that bad, and you all know it, and I'm certainly aware of it. We've seen it happen down there, and we are about to see it happen here. If we lose the Senate, they will pack the court. They will make Puerto Rico and possibly Washington, D.C., although under the Constitution, I think that Congress is supposed to, but whatever. If they have all three houses, if they have both houses of Congress and the presidency, it's no holds barred. They do whatever they want. They take your property, they take all your rights, they take any guns that you ever hope to keep, and they take everything else. We have to win on January 5th, and I will invite each and every one of you to be my roommate in Georgia. I'm moving to Georgia. I'm changing my voter registration right now. I'm inviting 2 million people to be my roommate. We'll make room for you at the dinner table, but we have to win that election in Georgia. And so I'm moving to my brother's house in Hiram, Georgia, and I'm registering to vote. And we are going to win that election in January. And that's what needs to be done. If you don't want to do it, fine. Might as well move to Venezuela now, because get used to that lifestyle, because that's what's coming. We absolutely have to hold the Senate, and we have to start fighting back. We have to do whatever it takes, and if that means changing your address for the next 2 months, so be it. I'm doing that. I'm moving to Georgia, and I'm going to fight. And I want you all to fight with me.
There you go. There you go. Just in case you weren't able to follow. Alright. Let's just go read through it. It says attorney Bill Price, that's who you just heard talk, was recorded on a since deleted Facebook Live video describing his plan to commit voter fraud to the Bay County Republican Party members on November 7th. Alright. He goes on to say, I'd love to tell you that there are legal avenues for success in the courts, but as a realist and as a lawyer myself, which has to prompt the question, you're an attorney and you're this stupid? He says, I know that's just not going to happen, alright? Price told the crowd that he was moving to his brother's address in Hiram, Georgia, to register to vote in the January 5th, this is a runoff, and he spells out his brother's name and address as other Republicans take notes. Alright? He says we can truly register at that, someone asked a question, we can truly register at that address? sure, Price says, but suggest having mail sent there to show a move to the state. And it can be anywhere in the state of Georgia you can register. So if you've got cousins, dogs, cats that live somewhere else, it doesn't need to be one particular county. Uh-oh. Yep, Price says, this is going to be a statewide election on January 5th. I'm going to be voting for Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. One woman asked about the registration deadline, which is Monday, and Price says he's not sure but advises her how to check online. It can be done online, or you can request your ballot at your new address in Georgia by mail. You just go to the Secretary of State's website for that state of Georgia and register to vote there. Price tells the Republican Gary that he's planning to get a Georgia driver's license and have mail sent to his brother's house to vote in the runoff, and warns the crowd that the stakes are high. We have to win the election in Georgia, and so I'm moving to my brother's house in Hiram, Georgia, and I'm registering to vote. And we are going to win that election in January. That's what needs to be done. If you don't want to do it, fine. Might as well move to Venezuela now. Get used to that lifestyle, because that's what's coming. And what he's talking about, the Democrats have pulled to almost split dead even. All right, they just won one. It was 50 to 48 for a while, so they had a couple of runoffs, and one has been decided, so that gives them 49 now to 50 with the Republicans. So now this one in Georgia, what he's talking about, will bring it even, and with that, the vice president coming in, which will be Kamala Harris, has to decide. That's the tiebreaker. All right, so that's what they're all up in arms about. All right. Again, hypocrites, because they were talking all kinds of wild crap for the last years that Trump was in office, all right? They couldn't be stopped, nose up in the air, chest out, proud devils, all right? So for us, it doesn't matter. I hope you know that. That's why, don't even get involved in this, because it's all, our people tend to get caught up in this BS, this political party game, reflections of ancient Rome, with patricians and plebeians, all right? This two-party get-up, part of that beast system. Two, as someone so eloquently put it, there's still two wings of the same filthy, wicked bird. It doesn't matter in regards to us. It goes on to say, Georgia's Deputy Secretary of State Jordan Fuchs confirmed Wednesday that Price was under investigation for fraudulent voter registration, a felony charge. All right. It says Georgia officials have been warning for weeks that registering to vote in the state with no intention of staying there can be punishable with felony charge that can carry up to a 10-year prison term and $100,000 fine. I hope they get this devil on both of them. All right, let's get some scriptures here. Wow. This guy I'm talking about these Edomites This is Job. All right, get through this. I don't want this to lock up on me. Chapter 27, verse 28 says, for what is the hope of the hypocrite? Alright, in this particular case we're talking about the so-called white man, which he's not. They're the nation of Edom, descendants from Jacob's brother Esau. Alright, though he hath gained when the Most High taketh away his soul. Alright, it's already written that you devils are going to lose it. Alright, everything's going to be given back to the rightful heirs, alright, which happens to be Israel, because you're all a bunch of thieves, alright, murderers, just scoundrels, a whole nation of scoundrels. That's the nation of Edom. Let me get that definition real quick. What's a scoundrel? I apologize. Got a delay here. scoundrel, a dishonest or unscrupulous person, a rogue. And that's the nation of Edom in a whole. Alright? Let's go back. I should have gave those synonyms. What do we got here? Synonyms: a rogue, rascal, good for nothing, reprobate, a cheat, a swindler, a fraudster. Sound like Zechariah 9:6. Trickster, charlatan, villain, bastard. Another reference to Zechariah 9:6. Alright? Because one definition of a bastard, at least it used to be, was fraudulent. Alright? Beast, son of a bitch. Alright? A rat. A louse, swine. Doesn't Khazar also mean swine? A dog, a cur, skunk, a snake in the grass. That's a scoundrel, a wretch. That's who we're dealing with. That's who's in power. Alright? Let's go to Stand in Job. Alright? This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If this man's not the wicked, then who is? Alright? We just read the definition for scoundrel. Let's go to Psalms. And 21. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. The war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Just think, used car salesman. Alright? So you'll understand on that level. That's what this nation, other than the gift of the sword, or the blessing of the sword, the ability to deceive was also given. Alright? That's what devil, when we refer to these so-called white people, the Edomites of the Bible, as devils, that's what we're talking about. It just means liar and deceiver. Alright? That's it. It's not that hard. So they made all this stink about voter fraud. Alright? And everybody knew it wasn't true. But now they want to do the same things that they accuse others of doing. Alright? Because out of desperation, I don't know. You know, they're all working together in the end. But like I said, our people get caught up in this BS. So I'm going to leave it there. Of course, I'll post a link to this article in the description box. Wow. Wow. I mean, I don't see how his career, he can save his license, because the bar is going to be all over him. Should be anyway. So with that, yeah, there's nothing more to say on this. For itself. So with that, I hope all of you viewing this are edified. After all, that's what we're here for. Trying to, of course, wake up the remaining hopeful elect. So with that, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kodash. Of course, once again, double honors to the apostles and elders.